In 1884, European powers gathered in Berlin to carve Africa into colonies with no regard for its existing ethnic or cultural ties. Arbitrary borders split communities like the Hausa between Nigeria and Niger, planting seeds of future conflict. These lines on a map ignored centuries of trade networks and shared identities, replacing them with artificial divisions designed for colonial control. When African nations gained independence in the mid-20th century, leaders like Kwame Nkrumah dreamed of Pan-African unity. But the colonial borders proved stronger than idealism. The East African Federation collapsed in 1960s due to disputes over these artificial boundaries, while new governments inherited administrative systems designed for division rather than cohesion. The promise of unity shattered against colonial realities. Post-colonial leaders quickly learned to exploit colonial divisions for power. In Rwanda, Belgium created distinctions between Hutu and Tutsi, turned genocidal. In Nigeria, politicians mobilized Yoruba against Igbo. The colonial strategy of divide and rule became self-perpetuating, as ethnic identity became the currency of political survival. Fragmentation wasn't just maintained, it was institutionalized. Modern institutions like the African Union struggle with this legacy. During the Tigray War, conflicting national interests paralyzed collective action. Meanwhile, economic integration remains limited by protectionism and infrastructure gaps. The colonial borders still define trade patterns, with only 15% of African commerce occurring between African nations. The dream of unity exists in speeches, not in practice. Africa's fragmentation was never inevitable. It was carefully designed, but some are piecing together alternatives. The African Continental Free Trade Area offers hope, as do cross-border tech hubs reviving old trade routes digitally. While colonial borders remain politically sacred, economically and culturally, Africans are finding ways to reconnect what colonial scissors once cut apart.